off topic. We're in a game. We're going to go into game.
6 or something.
Oh God. No. Let's not talk about how old I am then. Okay, we're going to talk about the red team, who is going to be various artists. We're going to go first over animations. So tiny. Because he's a Asura. That's very clever. Jebro Warrior here. He's going to be going for the war banner, of course, along with the shout, with the Fear Me shout, of course. We're going to go over to Kai, who's not featuring Kai. It's just Kai today. He's going to be playing a Shatter Mesmer with a great sword, and also with the sword and the torch in the offhand. He's going to be going over Perun as well, and then we're going to go to featuring U-Boot. Oh. Okay, they're changing the features over. Featuring U-Boot, he's going to be going for... Oh, he's going for the Rune of Scavenging, which is a fantastical rune, which was fixed a month or so back, which is good stuff, really, because it needed to be, because some of the heals were not working. The lifesteal, I believe. Sorry, yes, the steel health was actually not working properly, but it is now. It's not a bad little rune, either. If we go into the rest of his build, you can see he is bringing pretty much exactly what the other guys were in the last game, as we go over to Power Wrench there. Also going, with the grenade kit with the toolkit and the slick shoes, and of course supply crate as well. As we go over to Rumo, who's playing Panic Strike, the P-Thief, and also going with the Vampirune as well. Still quite popular, but going for that Infiltrator Signet over the Blinding Powder. And then we go to Aldan, who's going to be playing Dagger Elementalists, usual traits, going with the Great Sword, of course, as well as those utilities, and instead going with the Holbrook rune. So what's going on over on the blue team? He's really called himself Sailor Rom. Okay, sorry.
Nice. Rom's not going to sail, starting off with Chargy, who's playing a Rifle Celestial Engineer. Then Frostball, he's going to do a bit of damage with his shatters as the Shatter Mesmer. Cinderella playing Panic Strike DP Thief. Nothing surprising in there, let me check. No, runes are all the same as we've seen before. Psling, which is a brilliant name. Is playing Dagger Celestial Elementalist with the Holbrook rune. They're not going for Pack, not going for Vamp, which we've seen a couple of times. And then, last but not least, we have Sailor Rom, playing a Shoutbow Warrior. So nothing to do with water. I would have wanted him to be on an Elementalist that refuses to get out of water attunement.
Does he have water-themed weapons?
Does he?
Kind of. Ish.
Aquatic weapons.
Is that the legendary?
Yeah, a little bit.
What's that warhorn? I'm pretty.
Is it? No idea.
Let's go have a look at it.
It is. I just see it as a rapier.
Yeah, he's got that. That's quite a nice weapon as well. Shepherd Warrior, as Nick just said. So he's going to be
going to scream a lot.
He's going to be shouting and removing those conditions, of course, and obviously using that Soldier's Amulet very well. And we will see how well.
Now that you talk about it,
as well.
Now that you talk about it, Shepherd Warrior. Pretty similar to Rom in real life.
That's true, actually.
Or at least in real life in a game, if you remember WTS.
So what would you call
boys. Come on.
But what's he when he's doing that shout? What condition is he removing?
That kind of has to be for great justice, doesn't it?
Yeah, but is it? But what condition is he removing? Would you say
whatever is on there?
Whatever is on there?
Yeah.
Whatever is on there at all. It doesn't even matter.
And so whether fury and might, man.
Negativity or too happy about the fact that they're winning so that they don't...
Too happy about the fact that they're women.
I don't know. Maybe. Otherwise, his sailor outfit is very appealing to many people. So if you like it, then go out there and get it, because it's lovely. Anyway... Rom's not going to sail versus visual various artists over on the red team. Let's go with the splits for Nick.
How often will we say jail instead of sail? Let's see. So on the red side, we do have a split with the Pain Train in combination with the Engineer. That can be pretty painful. Two warriors matching up on the mid, and we see the enemy Pain Train of the blue team already in position for an engage. Those two might actually just miss each other with the first engage if they don't hurry, but now they've been spotted on the restel.
That's a lot of damage. Oh, Rumo, really. The blue team being very, very, very cautious with their engagement there, but Sindranir almost going down himself. I in fact almost thought he was down. That was intense. We did see the wall banner coming out from the red team as Kai goes very low, down to about 300 or 400 health. He gets some conditions removed there and needs to heal and remove himself. He has been able to through that portal, of course, as he's able to actually remove himself and go for that decap over on the waterfall. Now we need to see the red team think about what is it worth it as they go for the potential decap? No, he's actually going to come back now. We are going to see the raise of animations here. He's actually going to be able to... I was thinking he was in Vengeance, but he's not. He was able to get the full res there. As we see in the background, Syndra is under a little bit of pressure himself, had a bit of burning on him as well. We're able to get into that Shadow Refuge to be safe here, as the rest of the members do as well, and actually go back into the point. Oh, that's a nice move from the guys.
He's done it. Yeah, Rumo on the second attempt getting the decap over on that waterfall. Before, he actually spotted a brilliant situation, but just teleported right into Syndra porting back, so that didn't really go to plan. But with him splitting off, there was a bit of chaos going on amid. He could really focus their DD, so they could focus their Elementalists. He's Vapor forming on the side now. But trying to be rescued by Kai, who's in downstate himself. Now we have Syndra splitting off on the side. So really good start, and then pretty much everything broke apart. Yeah,
but Rom's gone down mid. This could be good, but unfortunately, you know, they've got no one else here to really help him out. Poor guys on the red team, featuring U-Boot, is going to be in a ton of trouble here. He gets pulled back onto the top of that portal now, as the point is in favour of the blue team. Red team did do good for a while, actually. I tell you what I didn't notice just then is the fact that Frostball, no matter who he's teamed up with, thief-wise, just seems to be... He seems to know what to do, you know? He's just epic in any situation with any thief. He seems to be... He knows exactly what to do. He knows how to team up with the other thief. And it's like... it's very well synced up, you know. It's very similar situation with the opposite thief as well, who has to join him. With Syndra, Trebax, and also other thieves that have joined in that kind of combination.
I mean, Helseth is a brilliantly skilled Mesmer, but I think he has a bit more trouble in getting to that spot with other thieves, to getting to that real sync with the other thief. To get these really critical paint rain engages.
That's true. I mean, maybe it's like a team leader thing, whereas like Helseth is the team leader and Frostballs can focus mainly on the actual combination between him and the thief, or you know, it could be a little bit of both.
Could very well be that he's more focused on shot calling himself, and instead of focusing on that double group. That one group of two people. The double.
The duo.
That was the word that I was looking for.
Indeed. As we go over to mid, red team have been free caps now, unfortunately for them, so they need to come back into this as Kai is going to be taken here. Syndra does go for the low level of health that Kai had. Tried to get the support there of the Elementalist. Yeah, indeed. But it wasn't enough healing, unfortunately, in the end for him. As we are going to go over to Alden, actually, and he was in the... just lost actually where I was there. I thought my computer lagged, but it's okay. As we go back into the midpoint, still we've seen many more members of the red team starting to go down here. Really doesn't feel like it's the best place for them to team fight, let alone put every single one of their members. Stretching this team across the map would be a little bit of a better option for them now. As Chargy is in low health, but that's not going to matter as the rest of the team members are taken out, and another team wipe comes out across the board for the red team. As Rumo tries to go for that decap again, the thief on the opposite team trying to pull the team back into the game, much like we saw on the last series as well, with Dai unfortunately not able to do that, and probably either going to be a GG quite soon, or even the Lord Rush from the blue team if they want to end this quite early. Rom has been worried though over on the quarry, but not leading to anything in the end, as Kai is probably going to go down here.
I mean, the thief in such a situation with almost a full team wipe, if the thief is still alive, he can kind of keep them into the game at least a little bit. I'd say the thief is the only one I want to see on the field in such a situation to get those sneaky decaps, to try and escape and not really be too risky and still give them the benefit. But the issue here is, well, does that really help? The second regroup is always a really difficult thing, especially if it led to such a long 3-cap that was hold out throughout the entire thing. But now we have the Lord kill already. That almost went through the entire sentence there, knockback in the end, but that's going to be the 150 points, leading to the first victory in this best of 3 for the blue team.
Trying to be cheeky there.
For Rom's not going to sail.
He's not!
Oh.
They don't need to sail anywhere because their base has been defended. They don't need to go to water to leave. So he's still not sailing. Not
How
sailing
about some frozen
anywhere.
water? Frozen water on the second map.
Yes, they could be. They removed that the actual water down below, so it's not going to be in any water situations. But you know, very frozen, like Nick says. Look, there it is. Pardon me. So Rom's not going to sell. First game, taking that pretty confidently. Red team not really coming into the map. They did okay on the initial
I like the start,
team fight.
yeah.
Yeah, the initial moving into the map wasn't too bad, but as soon as they lost one person, it's very similar to this last series, they started to just roll. They unfortunately started to lose members quite quickly. They did get that nice decap in the end, getting past the back line of the blue team. But really, we saw a nice move actually on mid where I think blue were kind of in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't really in trouble, but they put the Shadow Refuge down. Sorry, Syndrome had a couple of burning ticks. It just needed a bit of health and to actually regen and to get rid of those conditions. So he got the Shadow Refuge out. We saw the whole team pull off the midpoint and re-engage in stealth in such a short place that they just caught people out of...
Did
they
they
just caught
switch
people
sides?
Have they?
Yeah, they have.
Oh,
I mean, it doesn't really matter for us.
No.
Because you have the button, the magic button.
the button. But it was nice. It was a nice. It was a very nice move. Exciting to see that kind of stuff coming out from guys who don't necessarily all play together that very often. Everyone knows the jobs pretty well.
For various artists, I would have liked to see them not go for the full 5-man re-engage after the regroup. I'd actually want to see them on a split. Just split them up and then afterwards try and rotate into outnumbered situations. If you go for the straight up 5v5 and your engage is caught, you're immediately kind of very open to be re-engaged upon. They were spotted pretty early, so it really comes as a surprise there. You don't want to announce yourself.
And if you are going to announce yourself, make sure you do it in a funny voice or something.
In a funny voice.
Like,
hello, here I am.
It's not the funniest voice you have. Seriously.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's say that.
You'd never be a voiceover artist, would you?
Ah.
Are you taking that as an insult?
Yeah.
Really?
I want to be a voiceover artist.
You do? That's maybe what that's what VA could stand for. Voiceover artists.
Hey.
As we go into the second map.
It's a silent over.
It's the ATF Cup. We might be a slightly more random than we would usually be, which is very, very hard to believe.
I think we have a high level of random usually on these casts.
We have a high expectation of being random on the Weekly Cup. As we go into the map, second game for visual art, various artists versus Rom's not going to sail. I said that one correctly.
Nice.
As we go over to the midpoint and join Rom, who's going 1v1 versus animations at the moment. And he will likely die as he gets mowed and taken down very low into the downstate before he can even say it and see the rest of the red team members.
Good start. That's a good start because we saw featuring trying to go for that long engage over on that Temple. That was actually completely abandoned, and they didn't even get to play that card of the stealth engage. So midpoint immediately open their Sailor Rom, getting that cap, and afterwards Chargy picking up the kill on Aldone. And that will be the double cap pretty damn early, and they don't even get to cap fast enough there before we see Rom's not going to sail with a re-engage and pushing into the third point. Maybe a bit too aggressive, leaving an open mid.
They were actually, I thought they were going to get the advantage here over on the Temple, but Red Team were able to actually move very, very quickly over to the point and actually back up very fast. Now, Blue Team, they're not giving up at the moment. Various artists staying on they're trying to get the decaps where possible so that this actual advance, the amount of points that Red Team have got at the moment, they don't want to get that for any further. I can't pick out the bloody word I'm trying to say there. But as we go over to this midpoint, they're trying to sustain over on the sides. You can see these guys are, but at the moment they're very, very separated. This is why I'm at this wide angle as Ordon gets caught out by the slick shoes there. Has to move back onto points to support the opposite team members. Animations, they're doing okay actually at just holding it, but they need to stay on node. It's really pressurized for them.
Yeah, they need to hold it long enough for, basically now for Aldone to die, because they're not going to get the res. Oh, but the res banner might bring them right back into the game. No.
Oh, downstate Syndrome.
Split up now. We have Syndrome down. That is a good target to be down. Leaves a lot of the pressure gone and can be damaged easily. But the res is hard. But the storms come in first, and there goes the Pony of Pain, riding into freedom.
The Pony of Pain riding into freedom, everyone. That is
that's not a good name for a band.
That is the thing right now. Sling is in the is actually going to be the main focus target here as well, as we see featuring U-Boot coming into the node now. As he drops to about 50% HP and might be able to be taken down here, but unfortunately Animations is going to be dropped into the downstate before, so any pressure that was on him is going to be released there as Rom starts to chase featuring U-Boot away, as Red Team members start to follow up with the next kill, going for featuring U-Boot as the next target, taking him into the downstate. He's going to be taken out here as we go back into the mid.
Brumo with a sneaky kill. Frostball down on the sidelines, trying to go for the stealth stomp, but the stomp on Rom might come first. We have the downstate ability used there, and that makes it impossible for him to get the quick stomp. Brumo now just trying to run for his life. Really good attempt to try and get the ready of that. Will he actually try and... Okay, you're moving to a neutral point? No, he's just trying to confuse them. If he stays alive
get away.
Spawn comes, then that would be brilliant. Vaporform saving him, not really, because he's still in an awkward position.
Yeah.
But they're retreating, kind of.
They need to regroup here. Rumo's trying to with Kai here now over on the top side of the mid. And we've got Portal drop down as well. Chargie's in a bit of trouble here. He's on low HP as he gets pulled back by U-Boot there as well. As he gets stunned also by that supply crate. Needs to think about moving out. Although his health is regenerating quite successfully here as he gets some support. And as that starts to happen, as soon as any pressure comes out onto the red team, they seem to switch it up very quickly onto the opposite team members. And now the focus really is... Let me just check which target. It's going to be all in order, and he goes into the downstate here, right on the point. Nothing coming in for him. No help whatsoever. We should see the stillness probably picked up by red, but Kai's going for the interfere with that as Rom starts to push on him as well.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, that last point is going to go soon. Animation's the only one to survive at the moment. At least the mid buff is interrupted by Kai, so that's not going to be an immediate 6-point tick.
Frostball's in downstate. Actually, at the moment, he got no damage off onto Animations.
So they're coming from the side. That could be very dangerous for Rumo.
Yeah, and needs to try and put that, just cleave a little tiny bit of that poison field.
No, leave him. Go into the 1v1 against Syndrome and leave Frostbite as a rally bot. That would be optimal. But if he goes for the hard rest, Rumo could still be dangerous, and that's exactly what he's doing, but he's getting more assistance. Rumo played that perfectly.
Nice.
If it weren't for the assistance of Sailor Rom there, kind of saving the day.
Sailor's coming to the rescue. Awesome job from Sailor Rom, but also from Rumo. They're trying to not dying in the end, because you know, a lot of people might have just committed fully to trying to get the kill, but in the end he's going to survive so he can live to fight another day. Unfortunately, they are about 300 points down. Getting stillness, unfortunately, that's going to give them no real no, they are getting the bonus because they're getting the auto ticks at the moment. Sorry, it's not capped on the screen at the moment, but it is capped indeed. So blue team starts to try and figure out a way to come back into this game. It will begin with the 2 cap that they currently have, and they will actually pick up maybe potentially the temple as well on the other side of the map. No one's going to be contesting that as of yet. Mid is open. Maybe they can figure about going for a decap, although Chargy is in a position to watch out for that though as well.
They're getting some points on the board. Stillness is, even though it didn't bring them too much, it's at least the threat gone in terms of giving it over to the enemy team. But Rumo now caught by 2 people. Chargy is one of them, and that's really dangerous. They're not going to get away from an engineer that quickly, even as a thief.
Losing 3 members there as well in as many seconds. Unfortunately, he's going to bring back the free cap for the red team. Oh, not unfortunately, probably more fortunately for them, but unfortunate for the blue team, as we are going to see featuring U-Boot go down here as well. The rest of the blue team members trying to get back into the map, but at this stage, a regroup would cost them a lot of points, so they're kind of scrambling to get anything they can at the moment. We do see the buff in about 8 or 10 seconds. It's really the only way they can come back into the game at the moment. There's no one really going for it in any kind of position whatsoever. No one's down here. And we are going to see only Frostball moving down there now as well. Stillness gets picked up by Sling. He's going to easily pick that up. We're going to see bottom buff picked up by Frostball. No one's in a position to move. Although the Thief Mesmer combo, not really thinking about it too much. They have moved down. Are we going to see Thief grab it? No. Sorry, Mesmer grab it. And
yeah, we have the triple cap on top of the triple cap, which is supported by another theoretical triple cap with the Stillness. So really ending on a high note here.
Yeah, they just they wanted to go for that.
Got everything.
They wanted
everything on the board.
They wanted to show off, maybe. So, Sailor Boys going through to... I mean, Rom's not going to Sail. Sailor Boys. You should really change your team name. That would be awesome. Into that, because I would agree with that. Indeed, it's a fun name. We are back with the ESL Weekly Cup. Number 80. That's 80 for those people who don't know what 80 is. Anyway, as I go back into... It's been a long day. Thursday's always a long day for me. It's a special day in my library. Anyway, we're going to go into game. Hello, Nick. How are you? As you are still on our viewing screens.
I'm not moving.
You're not?
No.
You have a grin on your face.
Yep.
I can tell.
and I'm a ventriloquist.
You're a ventriloquist on yourself?
Yep. I'm my own puppet.
I don't know what that means. It sounds good though. Okay.
No, I have a really bad image in my head. That got to stop. Okay, let's go into the game.
I don't want to think about that either. Is that your own hand? Anyway, Sinjin.
Oh no, you went there.
Going back, yeah. It's only suggestive, and it doesn't mean I'm the one who's got a filthy mind. Anyway, so Rom's not going to Sail over on the red team at the moment. Of course, blue team is going to be red team, but that might make more sense if you look at the scoreboard and see that the team is on blue is called red team. As we go into the map and have a look at Syndrome here first, he's going to be playing Dagger Pistol Thief with that Vampirism rune. He's going to be playing the Panic Strike version of this build. No Executioners really in the game at the moment, which is sad, but Panic Strike's just more useful at the moment as we are going to start the game very soon. Sling is going to be playing Dagger Elementalist. We've got Shatter Mesmer over on Frostball with the Portal and the Mo, of course, Rom going with that Battle Standard over in the Sharbo Warrior field. And then we've got someone else called Chargy who's not playing turrets.
Damn.
Celestial Rifle Engineer, probably more than likely, as we go into the map with the splits. We'll double check in a minute, but I'm pretty sure he's not changed the builds, as they were very successful. Both teams wiping the floor with their opponents this evening as we go into the final of the ESL Weekly Cup, number 80. How are we going the splits, Nick?
It's a very clean floor. Now we have to look at the splits, and it looks like we again see the Warrior moving into mid. That's kind of the standard move, although Rom having some fun over on the waterfall. And we see Sling covering for his pain train at the moment. Do we see a mower? Or was the mower missed, maybe? Let's have a look if that's on cooldown. Crossball, no, still has it, is saving it for a special situation.
A special situation? Oh, he is actually getting a lot of pressure.
Birthday.
It was birthday. It was because stealth there with the sort of torch number 4 ability. It seems like he's in a bit of trouble there as he gets the portal out, and we're making sure he's not going to get any damage successfully onto him. For sure. I'm not sure. Did just use that just in case there. I think Syndrome now as well, trying to get closer to him as they can reassemble. This pain drain combination gets the distortion up, which defends him a lot there, but it's got some conditions on him as well as a lot of direct damage. He's going to go into the downstate here very soon as the rest of the team members start to jump in. We're going to see that Armor of Earth popped up by Sling there using a utility. He's not really got any utilities left at the moment, so he's going to have to be very careful. If they are aware of that, they can get some nice focus on him. He's going to be in a lot of trouble as Frostball. It was very low here. He's stealthed, luckily for him, just on the edge of that ring of warding there. Good for him as he's able to get back in straight into the fight. Not even with low HP, takes Napsal right into the downstate there, risking everything just to go for that kill. And he's even going to mower Amsterdam as well, surviving so low.
The Frostball standard move. As soon as someone goes down, instant mower on the next person. Most likely that Sharper Warrior to completely negate that that rest banner. The other Sharper Warrior in the game, Rom, still in the 1v1 against Guns and Tools. Not looking too good in that, but still he can hold it for a while, and that while is going to be long enough for Syndrome to be the assistance there. Instant escape from Guns and Tools. Is he going to give up the cap? Yeah, double cap coming out for Rom's not going to sail, even though Rom not really fancying the sailing anymore.
No, I don't think so. What? Rom's not fancying because he's changed character, everyone. He's gone from a negative sailing situation back into the...
that's dangerous. Renner went for the heart racer as a thief. That can end in pain.
And Guns and Tools did a good job to get out of the point there, but was being cleaved from afar. We saw the Doom procking out as well from the Warriors there. Unfortunately, we're not going to see him get back up in this fight. Syndrome actually almost getting bursted quite considerably there by Napzor as he comes in as well. Syndrome is going to escape that damage and actually re-engage onto him as Napzor's Vampirism Rune procs, and he's able to get to safety here as we're going to his perspective, seeing how he's doing. Just trying to join the rest of his team on the focus down onto I can't even see that, Frostball, sorry. Frostball and Syndrome is stealth there as well as they try to get out of that move, try to re-engage onto Napzor as actually pulls out his heal and blocks considerable amount of that damage, which does give him some might there as he goes back into the point. Still on Napzor as well as the rest of the team fight starts to evolve here. They're holding okay. They're not holding on too badly here. Charge is actually getting pushed away here by Curve, not able to be successful in that 1v1 and getting the decap, unfortunately, as we go back over towards the midpoint, which is actually where Renner is heading right now. Frostball starting to try and again engage on him on lower HP. I think he's going to get the decap. Yes, really gets the successful decap. Rom actually goes down.
Surprising that Frostball didn't chase on that. I mean, he missed the first engage, which isn't really the best sign for the upcoming teamfight if he were to chase. But still, a Thief that's trying to run away is the best target a Mesmer can get in terms of Thief. Yeah,
that's very true. Syndrome goes down, but Rom comes to the aid of him and actually gets the banner off there. That res of Rom was so important for the success of the red team over here, but Sling's going to go down as well, and red team are doing a fantastic job on this node. They just need to make sure they're going to be able to get a decap. They have been able to get that decap over on the opposite side of the map as Char has now come back over to this point and able to get the decap there. Should be able to get the full cap over time if no one backs him up. Frostball getting the decap as well as the full cap over on the mid node now as blue team start to pick up the waterfall, but committing so many members over there, not getting out into the map very quickly, but they should
they
be able
need
to
be a lot quicker. Yeah, they're moving and they need to move on over to that quarry if it's not too late already. No, Curves actually gets the disengage. Now they have the big advantage on the mid fight. Are they gonna allow the red team to regroup here? We still have a down Rom. That's not going to be a Rom res there.
No Rom res. Frostball's going to go for the cheeky decap though. Blue team unaware of where Frostball is, and if I was them, I'd be thinking, if we don't know where Frostball is and we haven't got the kill recently, he's going to be going for the decap.
To be honest. Although, no, they spotted Syndrome. They spotted him.
They're starting to move, but again, way too late movement for the red team, who is the blue team, who I'm talking about at the moment. Amsterdam is going to be left.
They should have committed more. They're very slow in their move over to their waterfall.
Why have they put so many people over there? That is just a panic. I mean, I know there's a portal there now. Rom's moving over to keep the decap on the point. No, he's not going to be able to get it in time. I don't think Rom's going to stay there. He's going to, yeah, definitely. He's going to bail back to mid. That's where he's needed, indeed, because he needs to support the rest of the team, along with also Sling, who's over on this point. He's actually watching the quarry as well, so they need to get some support down on node. Syndrome is actually going to go down just on the top there as Curve and Napzor start to surround him in some cleave. He's going to definitely be taken out here. Frostball's very low, as well as Charge. He's down on, almost down, very close. He's got that poison tick. He's got a Condi remove. He's going to be okay for now. As we go back onto the midpoint, we have seen Frostball. Yeah, Frostball in each of his life is he gonna re-engage? No, he's going for the stealth. Actually, look at that timing. Re-engaging with just as he fully resets, taking full advantage of that reset there, and gets the damage on Guns and Tools. Fantastic again from Frostball, playing once again a fantastic game as Chargy comes in for the cleave there. We are going to see Guns and Tools. We actually completely cleaved out here. Surprising that red team were actually that Rom's not going to sail, were able to come out of this, let alone surviving and getting that decap on fire.
I mean, in the end, yeah, but the initial situation that was just really nicely played then from Blue in the team fight, in the team fight itself. But the move, I think they committed too many people too slowly.
Yeah, well, they all shifted to waterfall.
I get the thought because they had the neutral there. They didn't want to give them a point to re-engage on.
Yeah.
Though they wanted to pick up the quick kill there. But they should have just moved with 2 people, but a lot faster. They moved with 3, I think, and then really slowly. So that pretty much opened them up widely for a good portal comeback.
Good movement from those guys. We go over to Curve. He's over on the waterfall at the moment. Amsterdam being out means that blue team are being pushed over into a corner now. There's probably not much point in backing up this fight. He's outnumbered completely. He's going to go down soon, so blue team members need to start pushing to the rest of the map. They're actually trying to train down potentially some Sling here, actually. Ren is going for that extra damage there. As we see the rest of the team fighting over on the point in 2v2 situation. Guns and Tools, they're trying to get some nice damage onto Chargy. Not happening because Guns and Tools is very much under pressure. Gets netted and also knocked back by that shot, of course, from the rifle number 4 from the Engineer. As we see some support coming out from Guns and Tools and the Engineers on this point for the team. But it's kind of even here at the moment, although I think it's more in favour of Sale.
Renner could now pull all of this back. No, the decap is not. Oh, it's going to be fast enough. Even the saving or trying to save jump from Rom doesn't pay off. Amsterdam coming in from the side. He can keep that neutral for a while. And now it's pretty much Renner's job, I would say. No, it isn't, because we have Curve respawning.
We got different members on the point as well now. Those, at the moment, Amsterdam's able to get... Yeah, Curve getting that close point indeed. We're actually going to see a kill as well coming out onto Renner. He's had to stay there for a little bit of time here, but could have bailed actually as he saw the rest of his team members coming up to the point. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to as he did get taken out there. But Frostball is going to go down just after that happens. We are going to see a nice banner and Shadow Refuge combination coming out as Frostball now tries to actually pull out the mower onto the opposite team and advance over towards the defense of that quarry node. Guns and Tools not able to get past the red team defenses and actually pushing back onto mid. He's really sandwiched here. It's no hope in hell of him staying up. Blue team members going down by the wayside. Snapsaw obviously taken out full dead over on the mid, and then we go over to the waterfall. What's happening there?
Well, we have a 2-2 there at the moment, which is soon going to be a 3v3. Curve under a lot of pressure. We only have Renner on the side. Can he maybe... Well, with Amsterdam joining, they have a bit of room, but he needs to take out Syndranair. Syndranair off Frostball, who's just about to respawn there. No, he's not respawning. Wrong side. He's opening the gate.
Wow. He wants to go for that Lord. He wants some Lord action. No one's going to be taking it. But we see a GG called in map, which is why people are standing around. It's not just lag, it's a GG. As we see the rest of the blue team members feeling that they could have one last chance in this game, but losing that team fight would have lost them the matchup. We are going to go for a game end, and we're going to see Rom's not going to sail, taking the first game in this series, best of 3 in the ESL Weekly Cup, number 80.
Okay, and I don't know how you got to that conclusion, but no, Rom is not running Hambo.
Did you see that? Red team got
Someone in chat.
Point.
No, Rom is not running Hambo.
No, he's screaming. He's Rom.
He's screaming. He's doing what he does best. It's very...
Screambow Warrior.
We could rename it. More exciting.
Well, it still shouts though.
Yeah, but screaming is more like... I don't know.
The Motivating Warrior. Motivate Bow Warrior. Oh no, that's just bad. Let's leave that.
I see where that was going.
Leave it.
I'm leaving it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't follow this channel. If you keep spamming, I will ban you. It's very easy for me to do because it's my channel.
Huh. Yeah.
Excellent. So
you need other people to do that for you.
I have some mods, but don't follow this channel at the moment. He's okay. He just wants a bit of attention. Bless him.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get used to that after all. Okay, so these guys are ready to go, maybe.
Maybe. Shall we write them?
Yes, you do that because
I'll set up a formal letter in about maybe 3 to 4 business days. Or we'll get a reply.
Yes, at the moment we are out of hours. I appreciate your call. Please call back at a time when I'm not asleep. Anyway, Dagger Pistol over on Renner, who's going to be playing a DP Panic Strike Thief. He's going to be going with the Blinding Powder instead of the Signet. Napsol is going to be playing Meditation Hammer.
Blinding Powder?
Yes, it sounds special.
Okay.
Meditation Hammer Guardian. If you want to know the traits, they're right there on your screen. Going for the meditations, of course, with Smite Condition, Judge's Intervention, Contemplation of Purity, and Renewed Focus. Guns and Tools going to be playing a select build for engineers, something we don't normally see. It's a Celestial Rifle engineer with the whole book rune and also the Power Ridge. I was being sarcastic just in case chat gets a bit keen.
Oh, really?
Dagger.
Oh, you ruined it.
Dagger Elementalist, sorry. With the whole back rune, Celestial amulets. He's going to be playing the Great Sword, Fiery Great Sword, of course, with the usual utilities there. As we go over to Amsterdam, who's playing Shoutbow Warrior as well. He's going to be playing the usual traits and utilities. And of course with the with the battle standard over there on the bottom right hand side. So
That was red team,
said that.
which is blue team, and named blue team, but still called red team.
yes, and if you're not confused, things might get more confusing very shortly.
Yeah, just slightly. Colors mean nothing.
Whoa, that is
What?
a big amount of spam. Sorry, you are being timed out, young sir.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Nice to do that on the side as we move into the second and potentially last game. If Rom's Not Going to Sail are able to pick this up. On the red side, Rom's Not Going to Sail currently in the lead with 1 win, and on the blue side we have it's red team, who is the blue team.
indeed. We go into the map now. We're going to have a look at the red team, who are starting to go. This is the actual colour here. Actually going for a stealth move down below to reinitiate stealth. To re-engage onto a stealth target, potentially at mid. It's whoever gets revealed first. Unfortunately, that means the blue team member of Amsterdam, who will get absolutely, potentially annihilated here, but survives it completely. How many cooldowns did he use? Let's go over to his side and see that we've used everything other than his battle standard, of course, because he was the only member there. So, successfully surviving that. But unfortunately, he was going to have no cooldowns. Oh, Amsterdam's doing a great job and making sure he gets his cooldowns back up, and he was potentially going to survive this, but
now the pressure goes over on the red team. We have Frostball almost down on the
Guns
side.
and Tools,
The burning
though.
gets him, but no one is in range. We have the immediate grass banner to get Guns and Tools back, but sadly Frostball is so far into his own team's side. But Chargy might go down at the attempt. We have a stealth. We have a double stealth down. Syndrinair might go for the the clutch.
all of these guys
If
going down
any
now.
damage goes into that direction, we would have had a triple down, but no. They
No
just
way.
leave it. They're
gonna get Chargy up.
and might get everyone back up, even though low life. They will now just kill Napsa.
Just
I
like
don't know. Napsel's doing okay at the moment. He's able to get some. He's able to pull back up there actually, and no, he wasn't a port. Sorry, my bad. As he starts to actually survive completely there, he does a good job. They are actually being able to kill Frostball and Rom.
Rom.
Just like
I mean,
that.
Frostball. Okay, where did Rom go down? I completely missed that.
He was. Oh, good lord. I'm pretty sure he was down at mid. I missed that myself. I'm pretty sure I covered it. Don't worry, everything is fine and well.
Battle standard.
Blue team members starting to move out across the map though to actually get these decaps now and actually potentially get the full cap. Or are we going to see Sling get the? He should be able to get there in time. Renner is not going to stay for that 1v1 surely. He's just going to try and keep it contested. Okay, maybe try and +1 the rest of the map because Guns and Tools is going down. You need some help over here, buddy. I know you've got the decap for now, but if your team wipes, then that's going to be a bit of an issue here. Chichaji is very low himself. Should be okay here though as he pulls out the heel, moves towards the midpoint. As Frostball does defend him as he starts to enter the mid node now.
Oh, I think maybe Renner should have almost stayed there. This is just going to be a neutral fight between. Although, no, I actually agree. I actually agree because, well, they did have
It's a good
the
switch.
midpoint. They had the midpoint. Now it's still a fight. We have Amsterdam down. We have Chargy almost going down, but he's getting his own support at the moment. Naps is on the chase. Immobilized just back, and the engineer survives down below, but is out of the fight a tiny bit. He retreated into his hovel. He's a hobbit.
It's big. It's pretty tall for a hobbit, but I see what you mean. There's a lot of the pressure is on Amsterdam as he's in the down state, not able to go for the res there. Gods and Tools has to retreat and actually go towards the altar. Maybe one leveling up that fight actually as well. Amsterdam only vengeance there, which is why he's back up indeed, to try and see if they can get someone else down here, as well as offering some support just in case these team members do get. It's a good idea because you know they need to get out of the point. If they lose Napsor as well, that's going to be very bad. And obviously making sure that he can live to fight another day. Although Napsor is very low as he goes into the downers.
Guns and Tools with an uncontested buff. He's gonna get it, and it's gonna be for naught.
No points.
Unless Renner gets that side note. But we have Frostball and Syndrinair trying to get the engagement. Instant pull of that blinding powder, and he's actually surviving the first bit, trying to go for the hard counter engage. Is he gonna fight that 2v1? Let's see. He got a good bit of damage on Syndrinair. We actually see the first porting out. Oh, he full stepped, so he's not going to get that cap for a while. He stayed in the refuge just in case somebody came back, but no, they're just going to leave it. They delayed it long enough to gain the advantage of them.
They
Not
pulled
picking
off
up
for the
the
kill.
advantage for the buff.
On
Oh, he's so
Napsor.
scared. He's thinking they're still around. He re-stealthed.
Yeah, I think so. But the thing is, well, Napsor would have surely told him that they are currently kicking his butt down over towards the other side, just below. I mean, maybe he just wasn't aware of that happening. But otherwise, Frostball's going to get out of here with a bit of a distortion as Renner tries to get the follow-up kill here. And now with Frostball in a 1v1 with Amsterdam, and Renner able to get that kill onto Frostball, of course. Sorry, got the wrong.
Interesting place to take a nap there.
This is actually his clone. I don't know why I just said that. But anyway, over on the midpoint, we're seeing the red team capping that node. Actually very close at the moment as we go over towards the auto though. As Curve is in the down state, we are going to have to see Napsor leave this fight, unfortunately.
I'm liking the movement of the blue team, red team at the moment. Nice swap there with the cap. Renner moving on to move into the fight. I don't think they should focus on 3 points though. But especially Renner is really good on the decaps, picking the bright moments and really keeping them in this right now.
Yeah, this is a fantastic job from blue team. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that they've been able to hold this much, just because, you know, they've had various members going down. I mean, it's still fairly even, actually, at the moment. Napsor might get fully pressured over on this auto point. Doesn't want to go down in this situation, really. He's going to get support of Renner, but I don't like that combination for them. Okay, they got the DPS team, but there's too much sustain for the red team there to actually be hanging out for too long. Napsor actually gets pulled back there and has to use a meditation to actually get rid of that and mobilize potential, sorry, the actual pullback.
Oh, but Frostball's staying behind. Frostball's staying behind, and he's winning against guns and tools.
Yeah, I mean, the Mesmer, but Renner's here, no, sorry, Amsterdam's here to actually back him up. Should be okay, but Frostball going for the little juke that was actually going to retreat there is in a way, but I'm pretty sure he's going to go back. Yes, he is indeed. Amsterdam's starting to move out as well. Oh dear, look at Frost. He just completely fooled both of those guys, and even with the portal there as well. That was definitely going to be recaps there, but you know, Amsterdam thinking in the end it's better to go down for the buff because that's going to be the thing that flips over the points. Doesn't matter if there's a portal there or not, because the point's going to be theirs if they get the channel.
And they have a really good preparation for that because Rom is down. He's vengeancing at the moment. Now Napsor needs to be very careful in terms of rezzing. No, he just gets battle standard. Nice. So that's a cooldown gone now, and Rom actually is gonna be down very quick. It's gonna be down for very long.
Guns and Tools is down as well. Did Guns and Tools get a hit on Rom? No, he didn't because he's not been rallied here. Frostball's gonna get the potential stillness here. Guns and Tools did get a down hit on him. We've seen Syndra dropping towards the bottom to actually help towards the buff here. Sling goes down, and Syndra is going to go for the full damage down on Renner now. And we're actually going to see the Shadow Refuge dropped, and the res comes out onto Slinger. Onto Sling.
That was pretty good. Pretty lucky
good.
that Syndra didn't get hit there in that stealth. Otherwise, that could have ended completely differently. Syndra would have been the 1/2+1. Who still might have been worth it to kill quick enough to get that tranquility, because he's just a very quick kill if they get the focus right, if they're in a 2v1. Otherwise, sending 2 people down really a waste until now.
That was very well said, Nick. How you did not just get tongue twisted is beyond me. That was very good. I'm very impressed. Chargy is in a lot of trouble as he goes into the downstate here, and actually will be taking. Is they going to have enough cleave here to take him out? They should be able to. Now they want to just bounce onto Sling and actually make sure they get this point, get this channel off. He's still up and alive, and Rom's actually going to join in the fun as well, but unfortunately not able to res Chargy. So maybe blue team could actually focus more members down here because Syndra is downstated as well. Although he might get res by Sling here. Good lord, are we going to see more damage? Oh, Curve's coming in as well for the cleave. He's going to be able to get the updraft knockback. So Napsor going to use that ring of warding. No, he's going to boot him fully up to the top there, so no other red team members can possibly get up for the res. And blue team have got control of the midpoint as well, but maybe they just want to hold this point downstairs. Amsterdam versus Rom at the moment, but Chargy's down. They want to go for the tranquility.
Calm down a bit, but can you really get the Amsterdam kill quick enough to make it worth it? I think they would have. I mean, if you want to rush at tranquility, I think you actually get to commit with 3 people to it, and that should only happen if you lose the contestation over the second point there, which they are now doing. So now really pushing for that trank might be a valid option, but we already saw blue team react.
Syndra is doing a good job at just getting the decaps up top. Blue team need to stop running around chasing Chargy and maybe just think about what they're actually achieving here as a red team. The red team starts to actually pull away, but there's 2v1ing, and all Rom has to do He's perfect for this. All he has to do is run around, literally kiting the hell out of these guys to survive. And they're actually realised that fully, and they've actually disengaged for Rom. We're never going to kill Rom up here. He's having a field day doing this. He's running around circles. He can come back easily. We need to either send 2 DPS fakers characters down
is back up, and we have the red team, which is not red team.
That's the second time.
Have at the moment them picking up the double cap on the outside. Frostball is going to be there to contest that Tranquility. No, Stillness. Stillness, not Tranquility. Tranquility is still the standard double shoutbow battle. But I'm liking the bit of movement towards Tranquility. I think it has been ignored a bit too much before.
Almost Syndrome going down, actually up. Sorry, let's get back in his perspective over towards the Stillness buff. Are we going to see that buff coming out for a red team? Looks like Frostball's going to be
dropping down now.
Oh, and they're actually going to... Frostball's going to... Sorry, not Frostball. Sling's actually going to guard that point that they have to make sure they have the 2 cap, which means they've already taken the lead now. This is great sustain.
Oh, they're going to get the triple cap.
Can you believe it?
Triple cap in just a second. They're
in no good position.
Is anyone going to go down? No one is going to be able to contest that. Oh, he actually interrupted. Syndrome interrupted to get the quick kill on Napster because he thought he might get the hit on him. Still the double cap now for the blue team because of that commitment to that for that triple cap, for that Tranquility. They actually overcommitted a bit and lost control of the map, but that's not going to mean anything if Syndrome gets that, and he's going to pick it up in a second. There we go, but blue team is in position for that. Oh, well, not quite. Not quite.
No, not at all.
At least
Temple,
mid decap.
No, yeah, at least mid's a good one to get. Mid's actually the most difficult to decap because normally you've got people running up there straight away. But unfortunately no speed coming out, so they're going to get the 2 decaps at the moment. But this is not going to be on altar. It's still quite close. We have still got 1 minute and 10 seconds left till we get another Tranquility Stillness, sorry, on this map. So it's full potential to come back, but still with the 1 node ticking for a red team. Really, in the end, all it did was take a couple of cap points away from blue team. They were able to actually scramble some kills as well on the map, which is very important, of course. Due to their positioning, they could re-engage on the map and actually take control that way. Blue team trying to focus 2 members on 1 here. Sling almost goes into the downstate. Frostball drops the portal, which means that he can actually retreat and rest the red team members push out. Nice. And that's probably the end of this chapter for the blue team.
Nicely done. The GG is called, and that will mean they pick up the 2nd win in this best of 3. So we have today's weekly cup champions. It is Rom's not going to say it.
Indeed. So congratulations to these guys for taking the final game. I'm not going to say indeed, as Nick said. That's going to be the end of the ESL Weekly Cup number 80. That's 80 weeks of a weekly cup funness. Not many weeks off, as we apparently have no social lives.
Oh, that's depressing. Damn.
We do. As we
maybe true, but still depressing.
Sorry?
Maybe true, but still depressing.
Oh, we do. We're just supporting the community in Guild Wars 2 sPvP, yes. Much like ESL and other companies, such as...
No, ESL.
Cheesecakes.
Cheesecakes?
Such, I don't know.
You just want to be sponsored by someone who makes cheesecake,
possibly. American Cheesecake Factory, possibly. Okay, so, if you have just joined us, you've missed all the action for today, and I'm very, very disappointed in you. Otherwise, thank you for joining this week's ESL Weekly Cup. Make sure to follow the channel for any information on future cups, obviously, and if I'm streaming or if we've got, when the ESL Weekly Cup pops up, you don't have to pop into the channel and say, when's the cup starting? Because as soon as it goes live, you will get a notification telling you that the ESL Weekly Cup has indeed started. And also, thank you very much for showing up and supporting and also having a laugh with us this evening in the ESL Weekly Cup number 80. How are you,
As
Nick?
Always.
You having fun?
Very, very random.
Yes.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. We had our definitely hit our randomness levels for today.
Random quota.
And now, I need to promote myself. Twitch.tv/ChronicGamer. ChronicGamer everywhere. Done. See? Branding.
There's loads of stuff below him as well. His YouTube channel and his Twitter.
Why is that my YouTube channel? My YouTube channel doesn't need to be there.
I just put everything you've got.
No, not my Twitch channel.
Oh, yeah. Next time.
Oh, and yes, I'm indeed the Grim.
The what?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just move on. If you haven't seen the show.
I have seen the show.
Oh, you have.
Yes.
What's the Grim called?
Oh yeah, Nick.
Yeah. With
I could have got
not
that
really
one.
written in the same way, but pronounced the same way that an English person would pronounce my name.
Someone put hashtag 16 pages in chat. That's so good.
What?
They remembered. I did a stream the other day with a giveaway, and my giveaway wouldn't work, so I had to do it a different way. So I said, how many pages are in this paper which is next to me? And the person who guessed it correctly won some gems. So that's kind of interesting. No giveaway today, unfortunately, but there will be one next week for sure. Otherwise, if you want to follow the channel, when I stream, I do some giveaways, and maybe Nick will do as well in future. I'm not too sure. I'm not going to comment on that. But otherwise, we have been Nick. Well, I've been Jebro, not Nick, unless something's happening.
No.
And
no
speaker
Freaky
nickname.
Friday here. It's
Nick.
Thursday, mate. It's Thursday. No,
It really is Thursday.
I'm done.
We're both done. See you soon, everyone. I'm double saluting for me and Nick. See you soon.